Welcome back to the Story of Liberty. This is your host, John Bona. Out from Patrick's, Ireland, went a man named Columba. He was born in the northern part of Ireland during the 6th century, and he undertook a very important journey. He's one of my favorite people in all of Christian history. We know that he was a big man, he was bold and aggressive, and he loved God, he loved the Lord Jesus Christ. Leaving Ireland in 583, he settled in Iona, a small island off the mainland of Scotland. Scotland at the time was pagan to the hilt, and they had been controlled by the Picts, who were very evil as well as being very pagan. In the midst of this, he had great ambition, and he brought the gospel of Jesus Christ to them. In 565, he set out for Inverness, where the King Brude lived. Many miracles were recorded by the monks, and one story was told that when Columba walked up to King Brude's castle, the moat literally opened up, as did the doors of the castle, and Columba simply walked in. The king was so astonished, and he was immediately converted to Christ. I think God will do that sometimes to show the power of the gospel when he chooses. Scotland was converted to Christ, as was Iona. It kind of became Scotland's Canterbury, where future kings from this time onward were usually buried. To give you an idea of Columba's impact, the Celtics were very tough guys. Now, I'm not talking about the Boston Celtics. I'm talking about the Celtics. You could understand that anyone who is able to wear a dress and still be a real man has got to be tough. Those Scots were tough guys, bottom line. Even when they were converted, they were still very tough. It was said in those days that you would preach a sermon and you'd wear your battle axe and your 5-foot claymore sword until you were ready to start. Then they would take off their weapons, lay them down, and preach the word. But just before finishing, they would put on the battle axe and the claymore and step around and say, "Now, does anyone have any questions?" Well, St. Boniface records this happening when he was a child, because they were tough guys. They were real men. And the preacher never knew when he was going to have to deal with a serious question. Some guy coming right down to the front of the church, ready to attack you and kill you. That was a different kind of Christianity back then. It was the kind where they were humble, they were men of God, and they were not afraid to fight the good fight of faith.